Hello, welcome to today's guided meditation. Today's meditation is going to connect with your ego, give it some voice, pay attention to what its message might be. The ego shows up for us in a lot of different times as something that we perceive to be negative. But in essence, it is just another way that our body and our unconscious mind has and uses to bring something to our awareness and to grab our attention. So this is your moment to do just that, to pay attention to what the message might be. And we have to pay attention to this message, and we have to get this learning so that we can get in tune with our higher self and we can release any stress, any anxiety, and we can manifest and attract for our life something effortless, something natural, and something that feels right for us. And we do that by being mindful, by being in the present moment, by welcoming our fear, our emotions. So just by the fact that you're here today shows that you are committed to change and you are committed to pay attention to yourself and to love yourself more. So thank yourself for being here and doing this meditation with me. Thank you. So as you prepare to do this meditation, make sure that you're in a space where you're not going to be interrupted, where it's just a quiet moment for yourself. Because remember, you are giving yourself permission to have this moment just for you. And you might choose your comfortable position that you want to have for the rest of this meditation. And whichever position you're in, I would like you to focus on one point in front of you. Focus your full attention on that point with your eyes open. Start breathing deeply. Start taking your attention to your breathing and experience the air going in through your nose. You may choose to hold your breathing for a couple of seconds and then release through your mouth with a very long exhale. And you do this a couple of times. Always focusing on that point in front of you, in the wall or in the ceiling. And you become aware of half a meter around that point. You become aware of 3 things around that point in the wall or the ceiling, or whatever it might be in front of you. And you name those things. You name them in your mind as you are seeing through your peripheral vision. And you become aware of the feelings in your body. Maybe the clothes against your skin, your body in contact with the surface you're in. Any internal feelings, maybe the air going through your nostrils and reaching all the cells in your body. Giving you an opportunity to relax even further. And you might become aware and take notice of any internal dialogue or any sound surrounding you, the sound of my voice. And you may choose to name 3 sounds around you in your head, becoming aware of them and how it brings you calm and tranquility to this present moment. And as you continue to relax and take deep breaths in, you may even choose to close your eyes and connect with your body sensations once more. And even connect to that part of you that sometimes comes up when you're overwhelmed. And you may say to yourself, "Ego, thank you for being here. I know you protect me. I know your desire is to keep me safe and to warn me of potentially dangerous situations. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for always being with me, always teaching me lessons and supporting me and giving me options and allowing me to consider all of the possibilities. And I know that maybe in the past I might have not paid full attention to you, but today I'm here to tell you that I want to hear from you and I want to learn from you, and I am here to support you. I understand your fears, your doubts, your worries, and I understand that sometimes the actions that I take or what I decide to do may cause you even more fear. And I'm here to protect you. We're friends. We're in this together. We co-create our reality. I help you, you help me. And this is your moment to share any insights with me, to share anything that might need healing, anything that you need from me. I want you to know that I love you. I protect you. I'm grateful for you. I pay attention to you. I listen to everything you say. I even take it to consideration. always be grateful for the work that you do in protecting me and keeping me safe. And I would like you to know that I do the same for you. I love you. And you may be coming from a place of fear, but I have love and abundance for you. And I know you want to have it. So think this moment and thank all of the opportunities. I know that you trust me, and I know that you trust my higher self. I know that you know all the answers. I know that I am courageous. I know that I am thoughtful. And you know all of this too. You know that I'm capable of making good, responsible decisions. And I guide you, and you guide me to a better life. I'm here to help you. And I'm here to create a life that we both enjoy. And that life starts now. The trust and the faith start now. Your decision to work with me starts now. Your decision to let go of resentment, to let go of stress, to let go of overwhelm, resistance, need for control, ends now because you trust me and you have faith and you believe that I know what's best for us and that I will lead you to that life that is worth living, that is exciting, that is motivating, that makes us want to wake up in the morning, is full of love and full of abundance. And we feel good, and we have the sensation that it is what it is for what it is. And it is what it's meant to be. And if any time you feel uncomfortable, you bring it to my awareness, and I will pay attention to you, as I'm always there to listen to you. I love you, and thank you for listening to me. And you can take another deep breath in. Thank your unconscious mind, thank your ego, thank yourself for taking this moment. And you might even add any other words that you want to say to your ego. And when you feel at peace, and when you feel comfortable in your own skin, you can get up, even maybe shake a little bit, and feel energized and feel happy to start living and start creating a life that you are proud. I hope you have enjoyed this guided practice. It is very powerful, and you can come back and repeat it anytime you feel like doing so. Thank you. I will see you next time. Bye. Hello. Welcome to another episode of the Mindful Introvert podcast. I'm Jo, and I help busy go-getters avoid burnout by creating a more peaceful life through meditation and unconscious reprogramming. And I thought that I would come here today and talk about the power of being your true self and how you should not be afraid of showing your true colors. So if you have been lurking or keeping in the dark and just playing yourself small, this is the moment to stop doing that. So listen to the rest of the episode and find out how you can embody your true self. So a few episodes back, I believe 2 episodes, I said that I wouldn't be able to post twice per week. And when I recorded that episode, and because of that, I would be only posting once per week. And when I recorded that episode, I was feeling very drained. I was feeling very tired, and I was feeling a little bit lost in direction. I didn't know what I was thinking about doing with this podcast. I thought that what I was saying didn't mean enough, that people weren't paying attention to what I was saying, that it wasn't important, that no one really cared. And then you know what happened? I went on the platform where I upload my podcast, and I saw the episode analytics, and I saw something that was really upsetting for me at the time, because I saw that it has an episode performance graphic, and it shows the retention of the episode, the whole episode. And so I started to see that a lot of the episodes had an average listen time of less than 1 minute. So essentially people would just click on it, listen to the first couple of seconds and just, no, this is not for me. And that made me feel, again, I found the evidence to the fact that, to the thought and the belief that I had, that no one really cared about what I was saying. And so my brain just found the evidence. And it is true. So the graphics were there, the data was there, and I was interpreting the data. And so everything was there for me to see that, in fact, no one really truly cared about what I was saying. But then I saw the source of this data, the collected data, and I saw that this was only from Spotify. And Spotify is just one of the platforms that people listen to my episodes. And it's not even the majority of the people. So this was a small percentage of people that were listening. And you know what? I go on my own podcast on Spotify, and sometimes I click listen just to see if the audio is okay, just to see how people would be listening to it. Sometimes I even do my own meditations, but with those, usually I have a retention of 100% because I go through the whole meditation myself. So sometimes I do that. And so I am, spoiling the data by doing this, right? So I started to understand that I couldn't really analyze and be extremely critical of the data. Yes, it is important to understand. So the episodes where I have a higher retention, it's important to see where the retention goes down, so that I can understand what it was that I was talking about, and I can see, okay, this is not resonating so much. Is it my tonality? Is it the actual words that I'm saying? What is going on? Because if it just drops really abruptly, it's something to analyze, and it's important to have this data. But the thing was that it was consuming me, and it was making me sad and making me lose the inspiration to continue with the podcast. But now that I've started to have all of these guests come on the podcast, and if you listen to the last episode, Millie's episode on human design, you might have known by now that I am a manifesting generator. And if you dig into knowing more about it, our strategy is to respond. So I respond to people. So I respond to the situations and I respond to life, and that is how I thrive, is just by response. And this is another thing that I would like to bring here on today's episode, because I had this belief, and for so long it stopped me. I had this belief that I needed to be original and I needed to come with this big information, this knowledge, and this life-altering thing that would come, and you would learn from me, and you would just drink from my wisdom and my knowledge, and it was going to be a beautiful experience, and I was going to be this inventor, this creator of this program. And it was all going to be magic and flowers and just blissful. And I was dreaming very high, which I like to do. I love to dream very high. But in this situation, was not playing to my best assets and to my best skills and to my best life strategy, because I was not designed to create. And even if I were designed to create, there's only so much you can create. I don't believe in originality in the sense that, yes, you created this concept, you put together this information. No, I now, today, believe that maybe tomorrow I'll believe something different. I don't know. But today I believe that I cannot be original. Originality doesn't come natural to me, in the sense that I cannot create something that has been already created. All of the information in the world has been created previously. All of the religion is so ancient and ancient. Oh my God, difficult word. It's so old that they all merge their sayings, and they all almost say the same, just using different words. And other theories, they're all talking about the same. So all of this, the law of attraction, a lot of the laws of the physics laws, they all talk about the same things. All of these energetic fields and all of this, in essence, it all is the same energy, the same information. And so by the fact that energy cannot be created, or, you just transform it, information is just that. It's just energy, and you're just transforming the energy accordingly to your own flavor, to your own perspective on life. And you're never going to be original in that sense. So that took some pressure off of me, because the things that I teach and the things that I talk about and the things that I'm passionate about, I'm just learning now. And I can teach using my own flavor, if that makes sense. I mean, it's not going to be, oh my God, such a breakthrough of knowledge. No, but it's going to be very important that you hear it from me, from my own way of explaining myself, of sharing my message. And my tonality is different than maybe other person that might be using the exact same words that I am using. But just the fact that I speak the way that I speak, with the energy that I speak, you might be integrating it a bit better, and it might be resonating with you much better than with any other person that might be even saying the same thing. And so that took some pressure off of me, and just knowing that whatever I say, someone else previous to me said it. So it's just pointless trying to achieve the unachievable by trying to be extremely original and inventing something. And it's also important because that is not my strategy. That is not how I was designed to live. So I was designed to respond. And the fact that I'm doing this podcast now, I just finished having a guest, and we were recording her own episode that is going to be the following to this one. So this is going on Sunday and hers is going on Thursday. And she was just having this beautiful perspective on life. And I'm not going to spoil it for you because I want you to go and drink from her fountain of wisdom. But basically, she inspired me to show up as my true self. And we were talking about the throat chakra and how I am exploring more of that. And it's just so empowering to know that you have a voice, and it doesn't matter really what you say. Well, it does matter, but it's not the content exactly, but it's just the way you say it and the energy you put into it. And so all of this to say that you can be yourself by tapping into your higher self and just listening to your intuition and just see where your flow is. So right now I'm just speaking and I'm just in inspiration mode because I'm responding to her energy. And so my energy is so in tune with myself that is I'm just had an amazing conversation. It's very inspiring. So I feel inspired myself, and I feel like I have something to say and that it matters. Even if for one person that listens to this full episode, it matters. Even just the fact that I'm here and I'm putting it out there, it's not inside my head, it matters. You know, it matters to the universe, it matters to me, it matters to you, hopefully. And that is what is truly worth living, is you having your voice, is you feeling empowered, is you feeling like you matter. And the way to do this is to firstly understand your human design. That's a big tool, I would say. It's life-changing in the sense that you can see what has been triggering you. And so, for instance, I always felt very triggered when people pressure me to do things. And I am a very good multitasker, very good. And we were just discussing this on the last Thursday's episode, that I am very good multitasker. And because that is the nature of a manifesting generator, is just a great multitasker. And I thrive on multitasking, but I also know that it drains my energy sometimes, especially if I'm around especially if I'm around people. As an introvert, I need time to recharge. And so it is important to understand how you were designed, and understanding that also you have free will. You have the opportunity to change anything in your life. You have the opportunity to change your belief system and improve yourself and grow and evolve and just find new ways of thinking and find new passions, new hobbies, new relationships, new friends, new work situations, new financial goals. So life is not stagnant, and you don't have to be like you are now if that's something that you don't like and you want to change. So it is within you to change, and it is absolutely possible for you to change whatever it is that you might be thinking that is blocking you. And a lot of the tools that I use and lately have been using are breath work. I first came across this practice inside the Manifestation Babe Academy that I am a part of now. And we've been doing these practices, and it seems so silly to breathe. Oh, breath work. What is breath work? Right? It is so silly. It's literally breathing, but it's breathing in a pattern, in a certain way that oxygenates your body and changes your pH levels. And it's just so powerful and just releases so much blocked energy. And it's just an opportunity for you to connect with your body and just be super, super mindful of who you truly are. Because when we are so much in our heads, We have this ego, this inner critic constantly in our heads and just in our ear, just ba 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 ba. You're not worthy, you're not enough, you should do more, you should this, you should that. Oh, and just sometimes it's not even our voice, it's our parents' voice, it's our teacher's voice. God knows whose voice it is, except that it's not our own. And when we acknowledge that it's not our own, that is our true power, because we say, you know what? This is not my voice. I don't have to listen to this one. And even when it is your voice, you don't have to listen. You don't have to listen, only if you choose to listen to it. And you can even listen to it, but you don't have to accept what it says. You don't have to believe that it's true. You choose what to believe in. And so this is something that takes a while. That is a journey that sometimes it's not easy. It can be very challenging. And sometimes you might feel like giving up because you are stepping out of your comfort zone. So being yourself, it seems like you are yourself from birth, but in essence, you are yourself from birth. But sometimes even from past generations, or even at birth, you suffer a trauma, or I wouldn't say suffer, but you go through a trauma in your life that leaves a scar. And so as an adult, sometimes you may still believe that you're being yourself when in fact you're not. You're so much more than you think you are, and you're so much more than you're doing, and so much more than you're having. And so it is important to understand that yes, we are born as a whole, or yes, our soul is whole, but our human experience sometimes breaks us apart. And our human experience is basically meant for us to become a whole as well when we are ready to depart this human world. And so these traumas that happen to us, or for us, should I say, that happen for us, are just guiding us and just showing us the way that we need to learn, and that we need to get these learnings from, so that we can become whole again, or very close to being whole. And it is when we are pulling this, or just putting these parts together, that we become closer to who we truly are. And we do this by doing deep shadow work. We do this by journaling a lot and channeling a lot of our ego, and just making peace with the ego, making friends with the ego, connecting with your intuition, and speaking to your higher self. And this is something that can be achieved by going into a trance, by doing breath work, by doing hypnosis, meditation, so many different techniques that are so powerful, which I truly recommend. And it is embodying your true self by connecting with your inner child, and just remembering back when you were a child. What were the things that light up your soul? What were the things that made you smile? What were you just so playful that you felt like this was it? This was true happiness. There was nothing else in this world. It was just you, this moment, your body, your mind, and it was all connected, and you were in the flow. So bring that to your adult life. Because so often we are stuck in this office, we're stuck in this corporate job, we're stuck in this soul-sucking 9 to 5, or whatever it might be. Even maybe you have your own business, but it's not going well. You're finding blocks. You're struggling to scale this business, or even lift it off the ground. And what you can do is really go back to being a child and exploring your creativity, exploring your imagination. And this gives you a sense of direction, because if you're just in this soul-sucking job and you're just focusing on the things that you hate and the things that are nasty in your life, that is what you're going to attract more into yourself. That is going to attract more nastiness and more situations for you to feel miserable. So when you are grateful, even though at this time it might be a soul-sucking job, you can be grateful that this exists, because this is showing you as an opposite that you love. So if you want freedom, if you want something somewhere where you're creative, this position you're in today is showing you what you truly desire, as by showing you the opposite that you're having now. So this is all a lesson. And if you're grateful for even the negative, as you perceive negative experiences, you will learn something from them, because they will show you something that will help you and guide you in your future and in your learnings, your soul learnings. So I think this was my message for today. I just let my throat speak and my higher self, channeled my higher self to come here by inspiration, by responding to the energy that I got from my guest that I was just recording with. I'm sure you'll love her. So keep in mind next Thursday, the episode with her, Von Guy. She's amazing. She's a great storyteller. So definitely subscribe to this podcast if you want to know more. So I will have, I said that I wouldn't have, but I will have 2 episodes per week. And this is something, maybe you will find out eventually that I'm always changing my mind. And maybe that is another episode that I need to do, because it is okay to change your mind. It shows that you're evolving. It shows that you are experiencing some resistance, and that is okay. As long as you are aware of it, as long as you are mindful of it, it is absolutely okay. These are phases. You are navigating the world, so you need to go through it to learn. So it is fine. I will have 2 episodes per week, one with a guest, one just talking by myself, either by doing a meditation or by doing this type of episode that you're just listening to. I keep getting inspired and I keep creating more content, and let me know if this is the type of things that you're enjoying. DM me on Instagram at Coach Joanna Calado. I'll leave everything in the show notes so you can connect with me. I also offer you an inner peace assessment, and this is absolutely free. It's a 30-minute call where we can go over some of the blocks that you might be having and some of the changes that you would like to do in your life. And this is absolutely risk-free. You don't have to worry about anything during those 30 days. You're in good hand. The 30 days, 30 minutes, sorry. You can have it for 30 days, but that is going to take a long time. 30 minutes, and it's a safe space, no judgment, and you can open your mind and you can connect with your intuition. If we even have time, we can do a little bit of a meditation, so you can get out with a tool that you can use to manifest your dream life and just create that life that you feel proud when you're 90 years old and you look back and you say, you know what? I'm proud of what I created. I'm proud of this life. I'm proud that I manifested all of these things, and I'm just manifested all of this growth, and that I took the risk. I was courageous enough to take the risk. So book your call now. I will leave the link on the show notes, and I will be happy to connect with you. And I will see you next Thursday on this podcast. And until then, have a lovely time. Bye.